Yo, there she is. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you might be watching us from. Welcome to the Code Crown podcast. We're back on
Mini.
our minis. We just finished up our live recording of Digimon Tamers 1 and 2, which was really fun. We almost watched the third episode. Almost, but we'll save that for next week.
But it works out because now we can record this.
Yeah. So Digimon Seekers is back with chapter 1-9.
No chapter 2.
No chapter 2. And they've outright said chapter 1-10 is next week.
Yeah.
So
and the new design of the website
is actually appealing.
Yeah.
You click on novel and it doesn't just give you a drop down list of all the chapters. It brings you to a page and you get to select like which chapter you want to read, and it's got blocks for the new illustrations and things. It's really nice. On mobile it looked like there was space for one more chapter.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to go to chapter 1-10, but on desktop it looks like there's another 4 parts to chapter 1.
3, I think.
Is there? Oh, hold on. Well, I'll bring it up here. Hold on. I'll have to. So, because I've got the chapter in front of us, just so we can sort of go through it. So if I go back to the list, because that's a new option as well, that red one. Oh, 3. Yeah, 3. Okay. So yeah. 10, 11,
so that
and
would
12.
make sense then, because there's a block for number 10, and then there'd be 11, 12 under it.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be another 6 blocks under that either.
No, I really hope, because I feel like what will happen is, like if we're doing 1-13, I really feel that I really feel we're doing what I kind of feared, where this is Digimon Seekers Part 1, and then the chapter, we are on chapter 10 or chapter 9 today of Digimon Seekers Part 1. Like book 1.
But then they'd have to call it part and not chapter. Chapter would be a weird choice for that.
Yeah, I know. I don't disagree, but kind of why.
Especially when they gave chapter 1 the title as well.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's just it's why I said I don't want them to, do it this way. Because like we all thought when it moved to weekly, it would be weekly chapters, not segments.
Yeah.
So for those of you who might be new, or if you've forgotten somehow, my name is AJ. This is my co-host, Miss Megmon.
Hi.
And yeah, Digimon Seekers 1-9, where AG says, "Okay, boomer."
Yeah.
Not exactly in that vernacular, but basically he said it. Yeah. Basically.
So he's been set on this mission by Ryusenji.
Yeah, to infiltrate the Sons of Chaos.
Not the Sons of Anarchy.
No.
Don't think he'd make it as a biker.
Yeah, if there's other context, I don't think he'd be allowed join either.
This is true.
As we discussed off mic. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you've watched the show, you know. So yeah, he wants to join. Well, he doesn't want to. He's
been sort of strong-armed. I don't know, maybe not strong-armed, but
he's been given a mission and he's gonna do it. But it's
if he wants to keep Lugumon, he'll do it.
Yeah, and he wants to do it as well, I think, because first of all, they're kind of legendary if you're a code cracker. Tartar sauce.
Yeah.
He's
tartar sauce. I forgot we said that. Yeah.
Yeah, Tartaros is like a legendary code cracker or hacker or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, I guess there's a little bit of stars in his eyes with that, at the chance to actually meet that person.
Yeah. Quite possibly, yeah.
But there's also the fact that they're doing some really highly illegal things under the guise of it not actually being illegal.
Yeah.
But they're taking down like government things and attacking like secrets and leaking secrets and intelligence and stuff, and that makes other code crackers look bad. So I think he wants to help take them down in that way and to protect the digital world as it is.
But yeah, because like it does mention that like their actions are going to threaten Digimon ecology. Like there's a wonderful line in here where it's like, in Europe and other areas, they eliminated wolves just because they scared livestock. Never mind attack, they scared livestock. So the wolves were eliminated and wiped out. This, you know, and if like this threatens like to bring, you know, a much accelerated crossover between the human and digital worlds, they could see that and Digimon are being used for these cyber terrorism attacks. The digital world could see a similar sort of onslaught from humanity as retaliation for something that, you know, 95% of Digimon have no sort of, they've no stake in this at all. You know,
and we've said that as well. People would blame the Digimon more than the humans behind them controlling them.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't understand maybe that they're AI tools or they're, you know, whether they're alive or not is besides the point.
Yeah.
They would just want them gone because they are part of the cause.
Exactly. Yeah. So, the other thing I don't think I mentioned it on the previous one. One thing I also forgot, and when I remembered, I could hear it more clearly. You know, we know like this is Gamamon's voice actress who's doing like the audiobook version.
Yeah.
And we sort of hear certain Guluses or certain Gamamons bleed through in her in her readings and her She's also the voice of Mirai.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I said that before.
So
you're hearing that more now?
I'm hearing Mirai now, and then it's like, wait, why is Mirai Gamamon? Oh right.
Yeah.
So my wires are crossing.
Mirai's right reading to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember us saying that at the start of when that was announced at Digimon Con. Like, hey, Mirai's gonna be reading to us. That's awesome. But yeah, but then like there's clear like Vizon or Gulus Gamamon voices that slip through, and probably because they're more recent, they just sort of crop up more. But yeah, it would be fun though, because you know the way she has those weird missions in Cyber Sleuth. Like the one with the Monzaemon and whatever.
Yeah.
It would be funny to sort of play Cyber Sleuth now and do those missions and see if like when she's laughing about the ultimate creation, Monzaemon, if it's a particular
like a laugh or something. Yeah. See if the voice was there even back then.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
So I did start a Cyber Sleuth playthrough a while ago, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I wanted to play it as well, but I don't know if I'll be able with my motion sickness.
Well, we could play it together.
We could
do that.
Yeah. If it gets too much for me, I can just, you know, sit back, but also commentate.
Yeah, we could just do it like a chat like this while we're playing through. And yeah, that could be fun. Off collabing. Kind of, sort of. So
we'd have to do that on YouTube.
I don't know. Well, I won't set anything in stone, because the original idea of replaying through Cyber Sleuth was to see where it and Hacker's Memory aligned for the sake of like writing like an anime form of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we would just pick that idea back up or just play it for funsies. And I would play the PS4 version rather over the Switch version, because the PS4 version has Sistermon the War. Sorry, unless CL has a katana now or a go-kart, I have no interest in playing a censored version. But anyway, so yeah, so AG's mission, it's like to make contact with Tartaros and find out the purpose of the group. There's a line where it's like the Sons of Chaos is a martial arts organization.
That's definitely a mistranslation right there.
Yeah.
Because it does say that they're militant and blah, blah, blah. So it's probably like something along those lines, because martial arts doesn't make sense. Maybe it says like, I don't know, like covert something. Or
yeah.
I don't know, but are you going to put it into Google Translate?
I'm just going to put it into Google Translate and see what it says.
a militant organization.
Militant, organization rather than martial arts organization. Fuck. Stupid machine translation.
Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot.
Yeah. So the Sons of Chaos are a militant organization that is said to be the worst and strongest of crack teams.
Yeah, so they're the ones doing the most crime.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is Google Translate just says crack teams. The machine translation says code cracking teams.
Mm.
So there's been some deliberate.
Yeah, to make code cracking.
Yeah, there's been some.
It's like one of those things where you're typing and it keeps putting the red line under, and you're like, add to dictionary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've done that with this machine.
Yeah.
To make sure it says code cracker with that word.
Mm. There's signs that they're planning some sort of large scale operation, and intelligence agencies and police from all over the world are involved, but Ryu Senji is not at all concerned about the digital world, so they hired their own code crackers to investigate.
That sentence is also wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Because Ryu Senji's whole thing is he cares deeply about the digital world.
Yeah, it's that he's not concerned with
the crackers.
What they're planning, what the actual operation is. He's concerned with how it affects the digital world. I think is what that means. Yeah.
So let's Google Translate that entire block. Right. Intelligence agencies and police from all over the world were working, but even for Ryu Senji, the digital world was not someone else's problem. So I'm going to take a cracker and investigate on my own. So he's like, okay, you do what you got to do, but I'm going to take this guy and do my own research.
Yeah.
Which fits a lot better than the characterization of the machine translation.
Yeah. That makes it sound like he doesn't care about the digital world.
Yeah.
But then the next line says to protect the digital world in Digimon.
Yeah. Like, the machine translation reads that like Ryu Senji wasn't concerned about the digital world, so the police hired their own code crackers.
Yeah.
Rather than, the Interpol and whatever are already looking into it.
Mm.
But for Ryu Senji, the digital world isn't somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
And that lines up with what we know about Ryu Senji so far and how much he loves and wants to protect it. So he hired his own code cracker.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, like...
And the next line then is kind of saying what I said earlier. Like, part of what AG wants to do with taking them down.
Yeah.
Whether he agrees with them or not and it's... Like it says here, like the reward is unbeatable, but it's Ryu Senji's passion that moves AG's heart more than anything else, because they both care about the digital world and want to keep it from, like it says, they don't want the international community to view it as like dangerous.
Yeah.
So
or view Digimon as the enemy, and that would upset the ecology of the digital world or the lives of Digimon. And then it goes on to like that what I mentioned before, that line where it's talking about like, in Europe and even the US and Japan, wolves were just killed off because they scared livestock. They were not even that they were a threat to them. So
same happens with foxes and chickens.
Yeah, they so much as look at chickens. The foxes look at chickens wrong, and the farmers go shotgun. I understand farmer has a livelihood to keep.
Yeah,
but it's not like a
that
farmer
doesn't justify killing something else, though.
No, there has to be other humane ways of keeping them away. I mean, I know you can't exactly raise decoy chickens.
You could build a better wall to keep the fox out.
Yeah.
It's But did we do that here? I know we have wolfhounds, but I've never heard of a natural Irish wolf.
I don't know. Maybe we did. I don't know if we ever had them. Like, I know they've wolves at the zoo and whatever, but I couldn't tell you if they were imported or if they're natural to, like, Wicklow Mountains or something, you know?
So yeah, even up our mountains, like I know there's a lot of dead sheep up our mountains, but I don't think wolves did it.
Probably the way. I'm not going to finish that sentence. It's very derogatory. Anyway, sorry.
God.
Yeah. Anyway. So.
You know how we can find out? We can visit the Dead Museum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a Dead Museum. It has all the elk.
That's right. Yeah.
And that really bad stuffed otter. I love that guy. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, so Digimon. So Eiji's been influenced by Ryu Senji's opinions, and he agrees to become a spy. He's in. So we cut to Eiji's room, and the hololization of Lugomon is still active. The room, he says, the room is rented and pets are not allowed. So he's not living in the family home?
No, he's in just a. They're not like dorms, but they are like dorms for single people. You don't get an
why does he have a monument to his whole dead family in here?
It's his house. That's where he lives. It's like an apartment, but you see them all the time, like students and stuff live in them in Japanese media in general. They just have a little dorm room, kind of, but it's not a dorm so much as in its apartment building.
Okay, I guess when the family memorial thing came up, I guess I just presumed he inherited the family house or something.
No, he only has one room in the whole thing. Otherwise, he'd have space.
Yeah, fair.
He'd be sitting on his couch doing all this. Lugomon would be on the floor in his sitting room.
Yeah, like
no, he's squashed into a little room because he can't afford anything else.
Stupid Dublin landlords. Somehow their fault.
Yeah.
Somehow the Dublin landlord's fault. But anyway,
they're repeating this line then as well. Digimon are alive.
Yeah.
They're really drumming that home.
And
that and breaking the oath, like we'll have to count by the end of it how many times they've said those two lines.
And then we have the line from the trailer. All right, Lugomon, we're going to infiltrate the SOC. We're going to find out who Tartaros really is. Don't let your guard down. So we have the line from the trailer, and he realizes he's never talked to a Digimon before. Like, he's never looked at it as a pet or a friend or.
And Lugomon's just lying on the floor on his back with his belly up, and he's just
yeah. Which is that there is no fan art of that yet upsets me.
Yeah, come on, people. Fluffy bellies, toe beans.
Yeah, Lugomon's fluffy belly and toe beans.
Just hear that weird noise?
Is it?
Maybe.
But but then but Lugomon turns over then and cocks his head like a dog, and he wonders like how well Digimon understand human language. Then we go into like we're talking about the SOC again, like they're really sort of hammering it home. Like, oh, they're hardcore code crackers, they're really scary guys, and they'll take his Tyrannomon for fools, I guess. And that makes sense because they're common.
That's like showing up to a Pokemon battle with a Pikachu.
Yeah. It's like you, on the other hand, are a rare find, even if you're still growing. And I think that one will be true because obviously Lugomon's new, but he's also got that jewel in his head.
Yeah.
And the other two Digimon on the poster are Ryudamon and Dorumon, who also have those jewels on their head. Yeah. So my guess is those two belong to the SOC guys.
Maybe.
Like, Chris Redfield probably has Ryudamon, and the other lad.
Do you think he's one of the SOC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you think he's Tartaros?
No, I think Ryu Senji's Tartaros. I want to be wrong, and we talked about this before, but I'm really expecting I've been training you up for this to replace me or something. I'm fully expecting this to be Kind Old Man is actually the big bad of the whole thing.
He's trying to get him into the Suns to see how good they actually are.
Yeah.
To make him align with them. That's why he was testing to see how he felt about them.
I think so, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't want that to be no, I don't want it to be the case, but I just at the same time it wouldn't surprise me, you know. If like Ryu Senji has his higher power, it was me, AG. It was me all along.
Yeah.
Because he gave him Lugamon, which again, he's an ex-antibody carrier because of the jewel on his head.
Yeah.
He's one of the three. He's one of the prototype Digimon, like Dorumon and Ryudamon. I think Chris Redfield owns Dorumon, and the other lad owns Dorumon. And I only say that because he has the purple in his hair.
Both times.
Oh, sorry. Chris Redfield owns Ryudamon, and the guy with the purple in his hair owns Dorumon, simply because purple.
Yeah.
So there was a Twitter thread I found, and I forgot to bookmark it. See, bookmarking can be a useful tool. Talking about the Sons of Chaos symbol, because it is a symbol that has appeared in Digimon before.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is just a very stylized version of like this sort of hazardous skull that has appeared throughout the franchise. A couple of Digimon actually have it, similar to the pattern Guilmon has on his belly.
Yeah,
similar to that. Yeah.
We could look into that next week because they're probably going to be there with them next week. Yeah.
Unless he ends up unless we end up meeting Yulin next week because of how this ends, but
maybe, yeah.
But we'll get there. So yeah, so the Tyrannomon are common, so they'll be taken as like, oh really? That's your tool set.
That's what you're using, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's using his name.
Cracker Fang.
Cracker Fang, yeah.
And he's going to sell it. Like, he's going to lean into a character around Cracker Fang as kind of the...
Yeah, because he is known by that name to be good. That's why Ryu Senji would have reached out to him to begin with.
Yeah, and then I end up feeling bad for AG.
Yeah.
He stretches out his hands and he gives Lugamon Headpats. And of course he can't actually touch Lugamon because it's a hologram. Tuffet.
It says Tuffet, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is weird. That's an English typo in a Japanese translation. So is there a typo in the Japanese?
And he can't actually touch Lugamon because it's a hologram. But the Lugamon still growls at him anyway. Is it like,
hey, don't touch me?
Yeah. And then we learned that learned that AG's real dog didn't like him either.
Yeah.
Like, it was friendly towards his parents, but it would growl and snarl at AG as well. I really hope we're not doing a thing where Lugamon is just his dog reborn or something. I don't know how that would work, but
yeah.
And then an alarm goes off and it's time to go to work, and they're basically the Digimon linker spews up a... Alright, so the actual translation, the Google translation says, of course,
touch.
Says touch. He can't actually touch it, but Lugamon groaned and bared its teeth.
Yeah. That's weird that there's a typo in a machine translation. I'm gonna go in and try fix it because they were talking about touching something and screw it up.
They didn't want to repeat the Ryu Senji issue. Yeah. Maybe. It could just be a bad machine. It could just be a bad machine. But anyway, so the Digimon linker gives off like a holographic monitor, like this virtual terminal.
Yeah.
That he can interact with, and we're seeing a... Oh, I know. I know what I did there. I know. I realized it too late. Meg shuddered in disgust when I said virtual terminal because we both used to work for a company that would use a program called Virtual Terminal. Yeah. So sorry.
The last time my tea went cold.
I kind of realized what I did far too late.
It's a virtual screen.
Yeah, basically, and it's got Grim on it, and it's got like Twitter DMs and...
Bring up this image.
Oh yeah. I will, of course. Oh yeah. Oh well, I can't show that off yet. We'll get back. We'll get back to that.
You save it?
I did. I just don't know if I saved it into... Oh, it must be in the podcast folder. Like just all any of the assets I end up using for the podcast go in there, so I might have just Okay.
What are we looking at the mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to fix that.
Okay.
So this is AG's viewpoint right now. I wish the Vital Bracelet did this in real life.
Yeah, just load up your Twitter on a virtual screen.
Yeah.
Although when you see those in movies and stuff, they always look so stupid. Like, the screen will work, that's fine, but then, like, you have to have it against a blank wall or you're not going to be able to read anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you see that in, is it the Hunger Games, I think it is, where the guy is watching security camera footage on his desk on a screen like that. And I'm like, you can see the whole room through that. How do you see any of it? You need a projector screen behind it or something.
Yeah.
But he is doing it against a blank wall, basically, because he doesn't have anything in his room.
No.
So it works, I guess.
I love the little emblem, though, of, like, the Salaryman. That he's the, like, the...
That's the guy who was interviewing him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love that as a...
I'm so glad it's not like the anonymous V for Vendetta face. That would bother me so much.
It reminds me of Hikonin Sentai Akiba Ranger. The bad guys mooks for that show. Because the main villain for like the first part of the show anyway, her name is Malshina.
Okay.
And she's basically her name is basically copyright.
Okay.
It's Mal as in bad. The she is meant to be like the copyright C.
Yeah.
So it's like bad copywriter.
Yeah.
There's a whole pun in there. But her like putties or her versions of like the general mooks that Sentai villains get, they're just salarymen. So some of them turn up in suits, some of them turn up like that, and they all
the tie tied around their head from being stressed or wanting to get their work done.
Yeah. So it kind of reminds me of that, just with a bit more of a generic emoji face.
Yeah, it's almost like when you sign up to Facebook first and you don't have a profile.
Yeah.
And then some people edit it so that's their profile picture, so it has like a little hat or something.
Yeah. It also kind of reminds me of, I know we're making these comparisons quite a bit, it also reminds me of Cyber Sleuth, with the chat room that those games start in and everyone has their own little sort of symbol of their representation. It kind of gives me that vibe as well.
You can see then the stuff that Grimm is able to do.
Yeah, there's a couple of channels there for...
So that's kind of like his Discord. Those are the servers he's in.
Yeah.
Then he's got his Messenger. And then you can see like call, chats, home.
Settings and download. Yeah.
So.
Imagine having a holographic Discord in your phone. In your watch.
Yeah.
That's
the other downside to those is
everyone can see what you're doing.
Everyone can see everything because it's clear on the back too. You can see through it from the front, they can see through it from the back.
Yeah. I wouldn't feel comfortable sitting in like a Burger King and then just having like tapping my Vital Bracelet and Discord popping up.
Yeah, it's like having your laptop open in a
Starbucks or something.
Yeah, like
I think that's a little less.
It is a little less, but like people can still see what, like, if you were scrolling on Tumblr or Twitter, like, it happens to us sometimes on the bus. You're scrolling on Twitter on your phone and suddenly
hits.
Yeah, and you're like, oh.
So just sudden boobs, virtual and real, because the For You tab is, the algorithm is wild.
Yeah. But it'd be the same thing. Like you could have your Discord or whatever, and you're going into some channel, and then you go, oh no, and everyone has seen that around you. Like that happened to our housemate actually.
Oh.
She didn't realize when she was in college.
Yeah.
She didn't realize her cousin had changed her screen background to something disgusting that went viral years ago. It's not real, but it was the color blue, and.
Oh god,
yeah, so he changed it to this thing and she didn't know. So in the college, you could just go down, sit down, put your stuff down, go up and get
your blue card.
That would have been, fine. She just sat down, opened up her laptop, there was no password, she just pressed the button that went up and you go around and get your tea and your soup or whatever. And then she sat back down and was like, oh no. Because she had just left that laptop screen open where everyone could see.
Oh.
So could you imagine you turn on your bracelet and then your screen pops up and someone's like porn pops up on your screen. You're like, oh no, close the hologram, close the hologram. You know?
Oh, poor Rotom phone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it would be so awkward if everyone had those. And also like people would have screens and like if you're on a subway or something and everyone's bumping into their screens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because like that was kind of we kind of lived through the advent of that, and kind of still are in certain respects, where people are like face down in their phones a lot of the time, and like I'm not one of those. Oh, you know, read a newspaper instead of your phone or something, because like I read the newspaper on my phone traveling to work.
Yeah.
That was because it was convenient, and I didn't want to.
That whole like you're on the train. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, you know? Do you want me to pull out a broadsheet and have it in your face, where you know my arm is in your face and you can't move? Like,
yeah, but people complaining about people like on the subway or on the train or whatever, or even on the bus, everyone's face down in their phones. Would you rather everyone was talking to you?
Yeah.
All these strangers. No.
Yeah. Or blaring music.
Yeah, nobody's interested in each other when you're traveling to work or traveling home from work. Let us read whatever we're reading and just put up. Although on saying that, I watched an older woman reading a letter one time, and she was so engrossed in this letter, she had it open like it was a scroll, with her hand on the top and the bottom, and she was really intensely reading this letter. She was walking, and she walked straight into a pole. So it's not just our generation.
Oh, that poor woman. Physical comedy is fun.
She just kept walking, like she didn't fall or anything.
Oh, but... yeah, you've two options in a situation like that. You look around and go, wasn't that stupid? And you keep moving. Or you panic because everyone just saw you collide with a metal pole that was easily avoidable.
Yeah, and she just went straight back to reading her letter. So that's the thing. It's not just people glued to their phones. It's people glued to something that they're interested in.
Yeah, we all do it. Granted, I've never walked into a street lamp, but
not with a letter or my phone.
No. So. Yeah, so the virtual monitor connects and moves to Grim, and so applying to become a member of the Sons of Chaos is not difficult. It's just getting in is the tough one. Once you've obtained an invitation code from Grim's member recruitment page, so they just have a Discord page where you can sign up to this militant hacker organization is just readily available to sign up to on this universe's version of Discord.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's called Sons of Chaos Apply Here or something. You know, it's got a code name.
It has to, right? But like, if you're one. I was gonna say, like, if general, like, fucking, Billy John Doe can sign up for it, surely there's someone in police or government who knows what that is and can target it. I mean, Nintendo have subpoenaed Discord for the name and IP address and probably physical address of the person who leaked the Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition art book.
Yeah.
So this shit's possible. There's no way that this is just... Yeah, like, it might not have...
It might be that you need to be, like, a code cracker on the grey side. The blacker side of grey. That's what they said. It's black and white. And most of them are in the grey. So maybe you have to know someone who knows someone, or just,
Yeah.
have to know where to get the information, and it wouldn't be readily available to, like, a police officer or anything.
Maybe not.
Like, it's got to be hard to find for a regular person. But at the same time, I don't know, because it's not entirely illegal. It's not illegal to have your group and have your...
But if they know the Sons of Chaos are this Like,
but do they know they're entirely responsible for these things? Like, do they claim these things as their own, like a proper terrorist organization?
I see.
Does something happen and then the Sons of Chaos go, that was us, that's what you get? Or is it done by them and they're suspected of it, but it's not actually, nobody's actually sure. There's no actual evidence to tie them to it.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the legality of it then. Because if it's online, there's not an entire lot they can do if they can't track down the people. Like, they could track down the high school students because they were stupid. But if this is a militant organization, they're covering their tracks quite well.
Okay. Yeah. I just think, well, okay, and I totally appreciate what you're saying and agree with you. The text just makes it seem like anyone can apply for this, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Because if anyone can apply, that means there should be cops and army people, you know, undercover detectives, that sort of.
But it would only be that one unit, the Digipolice.
Oh, well,
it could only be them, because they're normal cops and normal whatever don't know about the digital world.
Yeah.
So it would have to just be them, and maybe the Sons of Chaos know who they are.
Yeah, but the Sons of Chaos also have notoriety as a code cracking group outside of digital world shenanigans. So
yeah, it seems to be something we need more information on, really.
Yeah. And maybe later chapters will expound on that. But right now, my take on this, and I'm certainly not saying like yours is wrong or anything, but just the way it reads to me is that Billy John Doe can sign up for this, and that feels wrong. For like, because applying is easy, getting in is not.
So it could be that it's like you're joining a Discord and then someone reviews your profile and goes, no. Could be as simple as that.
Yeah.
Whereas if he's using his Cracker Fang name, maybe they kind of went, I know that name. Bring him in.
Maybe.
Let him into the whatever the next level of being accepted into it is.
Yeah, quite possibly.
And now he's having an interview.
Yeah, he's getting an interview now. So like once you've obtained an invitation code from Grimm's member recruitment page, you can join the Sons of Chaos dedicated channel as if it was a part-time job.
If you look at the picture, they actually send him a link that's like grim.net/download something.
Oh, okay, hold on. What does that say? Let's zoom in a bit here. Geez, that retained an awful lot of clarity for being zoomed in on. Grim.net on slash
bunch of numbers.
Yeah. Retained an awful lot of clarity for how zoomed in we went on that, but
because it's English, you can make it out.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, it's okay. Well, you can read things upside down and backwards.
Okay.
Or if you see a sign far away, you can make out what it says because you know what the letters are.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, so you can join the SOC's dedicated channel as if it was a part-time job. Okay. AG applied in advance and secured his appointment. We learned that the SOC deals with government agencies, military, police, and global corporations. The level of codecracker skills necessary is quite high, and more importantly, it's risky. A senior member was available to assist AG via voice chat, so it was an online interview. And then again, it reiterates that it's easy to apply, but if you don't have the skills, you won't get in.
Yeah, like it's not really an online. Like he's not sat there being interviewed so much.
No.
It's just.
So, do you have what it takes, newbie? The name's Fang. Codecracker Fang, huh? Are you willing to put your real life on the line to be part of the Sons of Chaos? And the
excuse me.
Warning would have been nice on that one. I could have saved everybody's ears. Apologies, headphone users.
Sorry.
Bless you, but apologies, headphone users.
To stop it, and then it didn't stop.
It could have just reached out.
I'm sorry.
Think, Meg, think. Oh, wait, how that wasn't J. Jonah Jameson enough.
No.
So the interviewer's name is Interviewer, and the icon looks like a tempestuous Showa era salaryman with a necktie.
That's the second time they've used the phrase Showa era.
Yeah, the same for SPMon.
Yeah.
I mean, old aesthetic is good. I don't know what era I think is the Heisei era we're in now. Because I know Kamen Rider does that a lot, where you're like, oh, you're a Showa era rider. I'm a Heisei era rider. That's why I look ridiculous, but I'm more powerful. A Heisei era riders, like old Showa era Kamen Riders look like Stigmon. New Kamen Riders look like toys. Like, they look like they were made with merchandise in mind first.
Oh, yeah. Are they the ones with the weird belts and stuff?
Yeah.
And the hamburger thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the orange, or the pear that the orange one can become, or...
Yeah, I've seen, like I see the toys of them, and then I see them in the show, and I'm like, oh, they're actually wearing the toy. Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't just, like, make a toy out of the prop or whatever.
No.
No, it just actually is the prop.
Yeah.
And then AG does something stupid. Starts asking questions about the leader.
Yeah, I mean,
like, he gets down to business.
Yeah, I don't know if it's risky or it's meant to show that, if it's meant to tell the interviewer he's serious about it, because
like
you guys are so legendary. I want to meet your boss.
Yeah, or it's like a cocky thing, like, I'm good at, like, he's like, are you good enough? And he's like, yeah, I'm good enough to meet the boss,
Yeah, like, is it meant to throw the interviewer off and go, okay, we'll show you, rookie.
But it makes him cautious. So he's like, why'd you want to do that, huh?
Yeah. Like, because code crackers are generally frank with each other on the internet, so they don't really waste time with banter. It's more, okay, here's what I want, what can you do? Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't want to meet Tartaros? Yeah, he's a legendary code cracker. You're really young, aren't you? Are you in high school? Are you in junior high, even?
So he's kind of taking it as starstruck.
Yeah.
First time hacker, learned about some legendary hacker and wanted to meet him.
Yeah, that was so it gives off that those are the vibes I'm getting as well. And like AG, like, this is where the okay boomer bit comes in. Because the interviewer laughs at AG, like, for talking up Tartaros. And it's like, well, how old are you? And AG's like, it doesn't matter if I tell you I'm 60 or 17, because there's no way to prove it. Here we simply sound and look like we want others to believe we are. It's characteristic of a certain spicy generation of old men to insist on their own high level of internet literacy, isn't it? He just went, okay, boomer. Just because you're old doesn't mean you know more. And shockingly, that shuts the interviewer up, and he's just like, oh, please continue.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, you're old. I just called you out.
Well, and it would make sense, like, if his avatar is like this, stressed out salaryman.
A teenager's probably not going to pick an avatar like that.
Yeah. So I think I want to double check that just while we're on the topic. 2019. So the Heisei era was until 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what are we in now?
It goes by the Emperor, so we have to go back up.
Oh, yeah.
Current.
Hold on. What is after? How did I botch that?
It's a good thing you're not showing the screen.
Yeah.
You're really showing your internet literacy there, old man.
Aye! What period is that? Oh, we're in the Reiwa era right now. Okay. So, yeah, so we went from Showa to Heisei to Reiwa.
Showa era is up until 89. Showa died in 89.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Akihito brought in
was
the Heisei era, yeah. And then the current emperor brought in the Reiwa era.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was Taisho before that, and yeah. Okay, cool. So we're all up to date. Yeah.
We know our eras.
Good. We all have eras. Moving on. That reference doesn't really work, but whatever. So anyway, so there's a pause, and then the interviewer says that Tartaros is a mystery. Most of them haven't even heard his voice.
To be fair, have any of you ever heard each other's voices? Because you talk through the internet and you're all using vocal modulator.
Yeah.
He literally just said that.
Yeah.
So does he mean none of us have spoken to him rather than not heard his voice? Like,
I think maybe. I mean, or it could be like most of us aren't even good enough to be in the same call as it. Maybe they haven't.
Yeah, they've never
interacted with him.
Yeah.
And goes on to say, well, look, if AG is as much of is as good of a code cracker as he thinks he is, maybe he'll be able to work his way up the ranks and get into a chat room with Tartaros. Who knows?
Yeah, because it's a meritocracy. I've never heard that word before today.
Oh, no, it is a word. Generally, you will, in modern day, you will find it thrown around by people who go on about diversity hires and oh, well, you only got that promotion because you're a blank. I believe in meritocracy where effort and reward get you promoted. Bullshit like that.
Oh, okay. I've seen it. I've probably brushed it off as a stupid made up word.
Yeah, probably. Like, it is a real word, but unfortunately the way it's been used in recent years has just been garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, you only got this because of your family, or or because of your
because society is woke.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
now he's gonna go on and take an exam.
Yeah. The difficulty level is equivalent to a semi A level. So A levels are junior cert equivalents. And no, I might be going.
I think that's O, isn't it? O and A level.
Oh, is there? There must have GCSEs, because I thought that was the leaving cert. Because I was just basing it based on the English. I thought the A levels were like the interim, like the junior cert, and then the GCSEs were the like the leaving cert. So if this plan to get it, if this exam to get into the Sons of Chaos is equivalent to half of a junior cert, I'm very concerned about the Sons of Chaos.
Okay. Oh, it's downloading a file.
Oh no.
I need a PDF for this. Okay, so O level typically represents a total of 11 years of study.
Oh.
And marks the end of the secondary education cycle.
Right.
Then you can proceed to the A levels, a pre-university qualification requiring an additional 2 years of study.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's not so bad then.
Well, let's just see if it's different in
So where do GCSEs fit into that? Someone with a British education. Please let us know, because genuinely curious. So while Meg investigates or does some cyber sleuthing, well, hey, I'll continue on. So the exam has been shared as a file on Grim, and the interviewer has opened up a dedicated channel for the mission. A summary of the mission is to be displayed on a virtual monitor, and the name of the mission can be anything. And AG asks that it be named A Wolf at the Back Gate. And the interviewer is very curious. Why that? And he's just, that's the first thing that came to mind. There's no real meaning behind it. It's just that my wolves, it's my Lugamon's first battle. AG has made up his mind to be a codecracker, and there's no turning back now. The interviewer says that name is too long, so it's just going to be called Operation Wolf, and AG's like, nope, too short.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really fun.
Okay. So the interviewer was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" In 9 out of 10 cases, that people lose their precious Digimon, and says, "Needless to say, we cannot insure them or provide compensation for their loss."
Mm-hmm.
And AG just, he gets cocky again and says, understood. I'll prepare for a proper welcoming party. And the interviewer is like, what do you mean? And AG is like, well, we're celebrating the birth of a new Sons of Chaos executive.
Mm-hmm.
Big words. But it's not a foolhardy move on AG's part. AG has something special in story for them. I think that's meant to say in story, yeah. So, in order to infiltrate the SOC, he had to deactivate the functions on his Digimon linker. Ryusenji provided him with the means to improve his skills as a cracker in one fell swoop for his request. The results of D4's research, the very thing to take on the yoke. And, yeah. And then, AG sort of monologues to himself about see the world the way that it's best to see it. The Digimon linker and Lugamon Professor Ryusenji gave me will make the impossible possible. AG takes a breath. He checks the file for the details of the operation. He looks at the linker screen. Lugamon's looking back at him. Digimon are alive. I bet you know what Ryusenji meant when he said that. He selects a menu and clicks Mind Link. The sensor measures biometric data and allows commands after vital checks, because it's a vital bracelet. Limits released. Its consciousness will be unleashed in the form of light. Well then, Mind Link, and the chapter ends. So that's very clunkily worded at the end.
Yeah, it really is.
I think it's meant to say his consciousness fades into the light or something like that.
It's light comes out of the screen or something.
Yeah. Well, maybe not that, but.
Well, Google says the sensor measured the biometric information, and after checking the vitals, the command was granted. Restrictions lifted. Consciousness will become light and unravel. So.
Okay, yeah. So so his consciousness, yeah. Okay, yeah. It probably becomes one with the light, or yeah. Okay, I think we get the idea of what it's trying to say.
It's trying to describe when in shows and stuff that their brain kind of goes into the internet or whatever.
Yeah.
And
then it ends there. So overall, it's short.
Yeah.
But I like that we're progressing the mission.
Yeah. We're not stretching it out. He's gotten his appointment with them and he's starting with them.
Yeah, because if this were an anime, you could easily have he gets the mission from Ryusenji, you've 1 or 2 episodes of filler to prepare, and then you go and do all this stuff.
Yeah, well, he just straight up went home that day.
Oh yeah,
made the appointment, and now he's in. He's
doing his exam, and we know because obviously there's no story if he fails.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's interesting. An entrance exam is kind of funny to me.
Yeah, it's more of a
test of skill or
initiation.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be doing something slightly illegal.
Oh, definitely. We know by the end of this chapter, Lugamon will have evolved.
Yeah.
So, and I don't doubt there'll be a run-in with the police. I don't know if he'll have a run-in with Judge yet. I don't know if we'll see Judge return.
No, I think him popping up in the trailer was because of the
bit on the beach. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I don't know if he'll come back or, or because like we've 3 weeks now, in theory, before this chapter ends.
Yeah.
Right, presuming it goes to 1-12.
Yeah.
Right.
Just judging the shape of the website.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's all we have to go on. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it.
No.
Like, because we still have to get introduced to Yulin. We're doing the mind link thing. So we know from the trailer, like, if the mind link lasts too long, you can lose your consciousness in the digital world.
Yeah, so maybe what will happen is he'll go do this entrance exam thing.
Oh, and get busted immediately.
And then Yulin is like, excuse me?
Yeah.
How did you do this? And maybe they'll send him back out and he'll be doing a mission for them too.
Yeah, you think he could be like a double agent thing?
Not even a double agent, just working for Reascending and the Digipolice as infiltrating the... Because the Digipolice would be able to wipe off any record of him being busted as well.
Yeah.
So... And it would be private anyway.
Sorry for the squeaking chair.
Yeah. But...
I feel like it's getting louder.
It is, because it's getting older.
Well, we'll look at a new chair soon. I need to get my new laptop first, and then we'll look at a new chair.
Maybe 2.
Seen some rather nice ones in the city, so we'll take a look.
Maybe 2, because I'm sitting in a wicker chair.
Well, that was meant to go out in the skip, and then the skip got filled up in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Stupid previous tenant.
Yeah, basically. So overall thoughts on this? Like, I don't know if we should have been, like, I really don't know now if we should have been ranking these. Like,
I feel like I don't think there's a way to rank it until we know.
Like, if
it's going to continue chapter 1-20,
yeah.
Until we see the words chapter 2, I don't think we could rank a chapter.
No.
And I don't want to rank it bit by bit, because some of them are just a 1 because nothing happened. It was just a description of a building.
Yeah, there was, like, even this one, it's very short and it's just a conversation. It's not a, like, if this were an anime, this would be very slow.
Yeah, like this is a single scene. Something bigger. Like, he's in the place, hats Lugomon on the head, or tries to, and then he answers this call and has his interview.
Yeah.
And then in the next part it would cut to him going to the place that So I don't think we can just rank these things.
No.
These bits.
Yeah. And everything's a 0 anyway until I see Cargo Dramon. Honest to God, I can't wait for my Lugomon dim just so I can have Cargomon. Honestly, that's...
Is he Cargomon or Cargo Dramon?
Cargo Dramon.
Okay.
Yeah. He's also a chopper.
Yeah.
So of course he's a dragon. Yeah, no. Yeah. Give now, please. Also want my holographic stickers. I need to look into getting one of those Digimon Con V-Pets as well. Because I only have the Vital Bracelet ordered, the anniversary one.
Yeah. Either the first one?
What?
Numamon and...
Metal Greymon.
Ah, okay.
And the Numamon one looks better of the two because Numamon is ripe for graffiti.
Yeah, I hate it, but I kind of want it.
Yeah, well, we'll see we'll see next week when we're both paid. We'll see. Because I have the Zelda Switch and collector's edition of the game as well, so I don't want to. I need to retain.
We need to live for another month as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
and just buy all the things.
Oh.
Yeah. Stupid needing food.
I know, right? Why can't we just be robots? But yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for making it sound like I do everything.
Well, when I said we we can't both be buying things. I meant me with my money and you with your money.
Fair. But yeah, we'll see, because still need to do the month's shop and live for a month and have travel money
like a
and
cheap bitch.
well, fair's fair. Yeah. All right. So yeah, like it's tough to rank. I did enjoy this at the very least. It wasn't a boring read.
You're getting kind of his like the cockiness he had with Hatsune.
Yeah.
You're getting some of that in the interview, but he is putting it on a bit at the
same
time.
Yeah, he's totally bigging himself up.
Yeah, but it's still there because it's in his personality. It's not coming across as awkward because he's
and I feel like
he is a cocky little shit.
Oh yeah, but I totally feel like even if he does get busted by the police like immediately, he'll still end up part of the Sons because they'll look at Lugomon and go, "Hey, wait a minute, get him. We can mold him or craft him, or because his Digimon matches theirs."
Yeah, and maybe they know of a connection between them or something. Whatever the.
So I think there's a couple of ways this can go, and I'm looking forward to seeing like how it happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, like again, not a boring read, but again, I'm ready for chapter 1 to sort of wrap up.
Yeah.
And start meeting other characters.
Yulin, please.
Yeah.
Satsuki was thrown in there, and then there's been nothing since.
Yeah, Satsuki's like part of this feels like such a not that it's a waste, but it just feels out of place now because we haven't done anything else.
Yeah, it hasn't gone back to whatever was happening. Yeah.
Like
she was getting called into Yulin's office or something at the end of it, wasn't she?
Yeah. And like they've mentioned the kids that were arrested, but
so it has happened. Like that all has happened already.
Yeah, but we haven't caught up with the police since.
Yeah, like the next chapter that goes to them is going to have to jump back in time a little bit at this stage. So
well, if it doesn't, maybe it doesn't have to, but
Yulin has a meeting with someone, so we'll have to see.
Yeah. So so before we wrap up, I did briefly show off another image accidentally. So let me pull that image back up because the fan art submissions that Seekers have been promoting.
Sorry.
that has your timing is impeccable,
isn't it?
Yeah, could you not have waited till I was?
No, I'm packaged.
Just somebody kill me.
Would you like some?
No. So anyway. So this is the artwork being promoting the new venture that they want fans to sort of shape the feel and aesthetic of Digimon Seekers through their art. And I really do like this. I like the yellow version of the logo. First of all, I would like a PNG of that, even just like with the graffiti bits at the end.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, but I really do like this version of AG and Lugomon drooling all over him.
Yeah.
And just the 3 Tyrannomon I'm in love with. Like we've got the happy one, we've got the shy one, and we've got the sleepy one.
Yeah.
And Sir not pictured, the dead one.
Yeah.
Sir not appearing in this image.
He's not shy, he's sad because the other one is dead.
Yeah, he's missing his friendo.
I think those two are still a pair. I don't have my partner anymore.
Yeah. Or maybe he's the replacement.
He doesn't know the other two yet.
He's like, oh no, I'm shy, and oh god, the other guy died. Oh god, no.
Why did he bring in a new one? Oh, the last guy died. Oh.
So if you haven't already, get your Seekers fan art out there. Use the hashtags. And who knows? Toei and Bandai could use your artwork. I think they're just going to promote fan art rather than use it for anything official. But hey, if they do, it's a chance to get paid. Bandai putting money into Digimon.
I would hope though that they don't just pick like one image a month or something. That they.
Oh yeah, I would love for
would
this to be a whole section on the
like,
website.
Yeah.
Because like hold on, let me pull the
like
website.
They can still.
Let me go back to top. Because I think there's like a tab for fan art down here, isn't there? Yeah. So
yeah, we look forward to
art director F. Even though this is
art director.
Follow Digimon Web on Twitter, post illustrations using the hashtags Digimon Seekers and fanart, and your participation is complete. After the Digimon Seekers Management Office confirms your entries, we'll post them on the official Seekers website. Please note this will take some time for the website to reflect. The first entry is scheduled to be released on Monday, 24th of April. We will publish them weekly after that. So
yeah, see, the one down there, works and submissions that are not in line with the purpose of this program will not be considered. So they can really just go, no, we don't like that.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they're under no obligation to feature everybody.
Yeah, but what I really just hope that it's not just going to be one image every time. Because there's so many when you click in. I know a lot of them aren't to do with secrets. Some people are just using the hashtag.
Some people like. It's funny. We went looking for art to show off today, and I thought, oh, okay, well, look, we have that line about Lugumon just being on his back and his belly being up and whatever. So I thought people would go, crazy with that.
Yeah,
belly rubs. Yeah. So I typed Lugumon into the Twitter search engine, and all we got was an account at Lugumon and its tweets and replies.
Yeah.
The images got lost. So we went looking at the Digimon Seekers hashtag, and people are using Ghost Game art, Frontier art. There's art for everything.
First thing that came up
was
like Gabumon, I think.
Yeah, it was like a Gabumon Zudomon hybrid thing.
Yeah. So
and people are using
the hashtag for things it's not supposed to be. Yeah. Then they're not going to sift through that. They're just going to go, oh, this is all nonsense. We'll just draw our own ones.
Yeah. So it's the hashtag is just getting used because it's popular.
Yeah.
At the moment, especially with Ghost Game being over.
Yeah, like I'm not about with the podcast, because we do talk about the card game sometimes. We do talk about other things.
Yeah.
I would put hashtag Digimon card game.
Yeah.
When I'm promoting the podcast or something, but
yeah.
Sometimes it really, if it's nothing to do with it at all, because it is variety in the Digimon sense,
Yeah, I mean, I was tweeting about the card game earlier because they localized Ranamon as Lanamon. And I'm just like, no, but Rana means frog. She's a frog lady. Why Lana? Well, no.
Lana is the best. Lana #1.
Okay, I need fan art of that now. I didn't even think of that. But when we finally get around to watching Frontier, that is an episode title for sure. Future me, you better remember that. But even that, I know in one of the older Western card games, her name was Lanamon, but she's Ranamon in the English version of the show. And then in
the card game, was it just an Eleanor thing, maybe, as opposed to changing her name?
See, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Right. Digimon, the Jintrix card game, the one that had all the very sus artwork. So there is art of Ranamon in that game. I'm not sure if the Digimon Collector's mobile game used all the same art, so I don't know if this comes from that or if it's from Jintrix. But there is card game art of Ranamon, right?
Yeah.
With the localization Ranamon. That is an official Japanese card.
Yeah.
With the localization of Ranamon. And she's been called Ranamon in the English anime. It wasn't Lanamon. Because she frog.
Yeah.
I mean, sexy frog, but still frog. So I really don't know how they kind of let that happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Is it because of Renamon? I wonder, because the Renamon has come up when you type Renamon. Maybe they don't want them confused.
I don't think. I mean, will you mix up the frog lady? Will you mix up the booby frog lady with the taint showing fox lady? You look at that card and tell me Renamon's taint isn't on show.
I know. You don't have to show the chat. Okay,
no, I do, because otherwise I sound like a mad person. This is the no. Oh, there it is. So this is the Renamon card that pops up when you search Ranamon.
But that's what I mean. Maybe it's because when you search Ranamon, you get Renamon.
I don't know.
No.
I know this fandom doesn't like. It's I know this franchise doesn't really have much respect for its fan base, but I don't think they see us that lowly.
You sure though?
Sometimes I wonder, but no. Oh,
is that card still on screen?
No.
No. Okay.
I took that down like straight away.
Okay.
There was another one of these that I which isn't showing now, weirdly. Hold on. If I click into that related images. So weird. Why are you not showing? All right, hold on. I'll just go to your Wikimon page. Oh, it is collector's artwork. Okay. To quote Michael Cole, don't think you got all of that. Oh yeah, there it is.
I tried, okay.
And she's doing the meh thing. Yeah. But yeah.
She's still running. Yeah.
Rana, yeah.
It's really strange.
So that was why my tweet was like Lana Del Raymon. Lip. I'm looking forward to watching Frontier again when we finally finish. Well, I say when we finally finish the other two. We just started them.
Yeah, we literally just started episode 1 and 2.
Yeah, but like when we get to the end of Tamers and Cross Wars, I'm looking forward to going back to Frontier, because Frontier is also another one like with Tamers where the last time I watched it, it was the dub.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to just seeing the Japanese version of the show and the and context changes and things like that. So, yeah. Actually, hold on. I need to fix a thing.
Do it after. It's okay.
But I think that's where we're done. Overall, like an enjoyable chapter. AG's cockiness is always kind of fun to see because you know,
he's young and he's cocky.
Yeah, you know, he's
good at what he does, so therefore he's a cocky little shit.
Yeah, and I do like that, like the way these are set up at the moment. Like Lopmon's like, hey, and Lugamon's like, hey, and Wormmon's like, watch that tail.
Yeah, you see the tail is wagging in his face, and he's like, hey.
Oh, please don't.
Poor Wormmon.
I know.
I keep looking at the chat from the podcast, and I'm like, is there anything new? Oh wait, no, we're recording.
Yeah, we're literally recording this straight after the Tamers podcast. So
all the chat is still on screen.
Yeah.
All those lovely emotes.
I know. You should become a channel member and get your own emotes. What do you like? Gabu Pog? Do you like Agumon Rage? Do you like my hand-drawn Wormmon? Or Nokia winking?
She's giving a thumbs up as well, isn't she?
Yeah. She's like, yes. But
more members, the more emotes.
Yeah, I have
the more exclusive content.
Yeah, like I have other emotes. Like I have Lopmon emotes, I have Terriermon emotes, I have Lugamon.
All the survive ones.
All the survive ones. I've other like just Digimon related emotes. That
I have all of them.
That I would love to be able to share with you guys, but Twitter or YouTube. I tried to say Twitch, and my brain went no.
The other one.
Yeah, no.
Twitter. No.
No, the other Yeah, but no. So yeah, definitely become a member. There is exclusive content coming, and yeah, the more members we have, the larger the community gets, and the more emotes I can share with you guys, and you'll get Digivolving badges.
Yeah, so and also the more prizes we
yeah,
giveaways and stuff.
The Digivice, the app drive Digivice giveaway was very successful. I'm still getting tweets from the winner showing them messing around with it, and
yeah, they put coins into it and got 7 codes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we haven't even tried that with ours yet.
Yeah, we'll have to bring them down again because they're packed away now.
Yeah.
But they're yeah, they're just put like.
Well, when I get around to opening my Frontier Digivice to do a video on it, I want to do another image of like all the Digivices together.
Yeah.
So we can test it out while doing that.
If we can get any other codes.
Yeah.
Because then the pad will read them as well.
The pad will read them as well, and we can have.
I think we have them.
We can summon Dantemon on the pad. How cool will that be? Da 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 dun 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 Dantemon. I hope it does it. I really hope it does. I really hope it does that. Amazing. Yeah.
Using just random Euro change.
Yeah.
Can summon 7 codes.
We'll have to look into it. We'll certainly have to look into it.
Yeah.
But for now, everyone, take care. We will be back on Wednesday with more Digimon Cross Wars. That is also my birthday, so come and hang out with us while we talk Digimon
and party.
The party
hats on the Digimon.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll keep Lugimon and we'll bring back the Atmon and they'll all have party hats.
Did I? Oh, they were on the old layout, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can load Gatchamon and Offmon back in, or Navimon, and
yeah,
I can load them all back in and just have them down the bottom
crowd. Here. The was it Piemon was behind us?
Oh yeah. Oh, we also had who else? We also had.
We had a Witchmon, didn't we?
We had Witchmon. We also had.
Salaryman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastimon. We also had behind us at one point as well.
They'll all just be in the background.
We'll fit them all into the studio somehow.
Big party.
It'll be good crack.
Which one are you?
It'll be good crack. So yeah. So have yourselves a great day, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So much love. See you all soon. Hope you're enjoying Seekers. Let us know what you thought of 1-9 below.
Drop all the comments about what you think about Seekers as a whole.
Yeah. All right. Much love. We're out. Yep. We're out. Bye.
Bye.